What's up, fam, and welcome back to my channel, the place where I help people just like you get started building your business and your brand online using social media and online marketing strategies. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, on today's video, we're going to be talking about how to set up a YouTube channel. I've had a lot of my students coming to me telling me that they are wanting to switch over and focus more on YouTube, but they're a little confused and they don't know where to start. Now, I've been on YouTube now for years, and considering that I've been able to grow my audience over here to 6,000, most of them being from 2019, I thought this would be the perfect time to kind of share a behind the scenes look and really give you that step-by-step guide of things that I wish that I would have had in place in the beginning. Now, this video is going to be perfect for beginners, not only for beginners, but also maybe if you've just started your channel, it's totally fine. You're going to get something out of it too. I'm going to be walking you through the 13-step process of basically starting your channel, of like first getting started all the way up to like uploading your first video. But even if you have already gotten started, make sure that you listen in, because you can always make tweaks. You never know what tips I'm going to give or a step that I'm going to include that maybe you haven't done that you can tweak. I do want to add that I am not going to be giving you tips in this video on how to grow your channel. That is for an upcoming video that I'm going to be putting out on my channel soon, but this is more just the step-by-step of how to get started from the beginning all the way up to like uploading a video and things that you want to make sure that you have in place that you don't miss out on. With that being said, if you are excited to get started, hit that thumbs up button and keep on watching. Step number one is decide on a niche or niche, I don't know, however you like to say it, aka this is your brand, what you want to become known for. In other words, like what's going to be the central theme of your channel. Now, I find that the most successful channels that I've researched all have a central theme and are very much like focused. Now, this is especially important if you're looking to build a personal brand and one that people are actually going to remember. Now, if you've got a few different ideas, but you're having a hard time kind of narrowing down what you want your niche to be, what you want your content to be about when it comes to your channel, make sure if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the bell, because on the next video, I am going to be sharing a super simple process to help you narrow down and find a profitable niche. But let me just give you a couple of examples while you're waiting on next week's video. So example number one is Matt Stefania. Now, I'm pretty sure I did not pronounce his last name right, but as you can see, like he focuses on hip hop routines. So he's all about like dancing and hip hop. And if you pay attention and you actually go look at his channel, which I am a huge fan of his, I watch a lot of his videos, but he focuses around like hip hop. So yes, dancing is the industry, but he even narrows it down further and focuses specifically on hip hop versus like you're not going to see ballet or tap or jazz or any of that dancing. It's all hip hop. Example number two, which is another one of my favorite channels to watch, and that is Jaclyn Hill. Her channel is all around like makeup and beauty. That is what she's known for. That's the central theme of her channel. While Heidi Summers, another huge YouTuber and one that I love and follow, focuses on health and fitness. So that's number one. Once you have this nailed down, be sure to let me know in the comments, just like write what your niche, what your brand's gonna be, the central theme of your YouTube channel. And that way you never know, as other people are commenting, they may have an interest in what you're talking about. So be sure to let me know down below. Step two is where you're deciding on who your audience is. Who are you going to be making these videos for? Now, I think it is a great idea to know this person inside and out. Who is your ideal customer? Who are you trying to attract to your channel? Because knowing this, knowing what problems they have, that's going to allow you to kind of dictate and determine what content that you're going to put up on your channel to where you are helping them, thus building trust, building that know, like, and trust factor is what's going to allow you to actually create a profitable YouTube channel, not just one where you're creating content or creating videos to create videos. So if you look at my channel, Sherri Brown Coaching, which is what you're watching now, I really focus more on helping those driven work-at-home moms get started building their business and brand, which is what I said at the very, very beginning. Now, when it comes to my channel, yes, I do have a few different categories and things that I talk about that are under the building that solid foundation category, But if you look at it, like, I am not trying to attract someone who's been in business for years and is already earning 6 figures. Now, the pro tip here is to not get caught up in trying to attract everybody, okay? So the more focused you can get, the more that you can drill this down, the easier that it's gonna be for your content to actually resonate with your viewers. Step 3, decide on a channel name. Now, I am personally very big on building a personal brand, and therefore I think just keeping it simple, using your name, not trying to overthink it or try to come up with something like cute and clever. And here's the deal, you know, there's been a lot of times where I have remembered a creator's name, but I don't remember the name of their channel because they've made it just something totally different. And therefore, I have a hard time going back and actually finding them. The tip here though is you want to make sure that you keep this the same across all of your social platforms, including your website if that's something you're actually wanting to build. And you might be thinking, well, great, Sherri, but your channel is Sherri Brown Coaching. It's not just your name. Now, the only reason I actually added coaching to the end of my channel and all of my other social platforms is because when I was building my website, sherribrown.com was taken, and therefore my coach at the time was like, hey, since you teach people marketing and you're teaching them like how to build a brand and you're coaching them, just add coaching to the end. And that's how Sherri Brown Coaching evolved, but it still has my name in it. However, I do think there's 2 instances where having a different name, like not using your personal name, is okay. The first is if you plan on at some point, maybe you're just building a business to eventually sell it, which that's not something that I really focus on because again, I really help people build their personal brands, but that's one instance. The second instance is if you plan on creating a YouTube channel and doing it with more than one person. So obviously if there's more than one person in there, then you'll want to kind of think of a different channel name. Take for instance, Think Media. Now that particular channel, it's a huge channel. I watch it, I am a subscriber myself. They really focus on helping people up their video games. So they do like tech gear reviews, they do tutorials when it comes to YouTube, and just overall, they're all around like video marketing and tech gears. And if you pay attention and you watch some of their videos, they have different people creating those videos. So obviously in that case, it does make sense to use a name that's different from just your personal name. Step 4 is deciding on what equipment you're actually gonna use. This is something that personally held me back for so long when I first got started because I was totally overwhelmed with the process. I watched a ton of videos. I had no clue like what to actually use. And here's the thing, just keep it simple. If you're somebody who you're just starting out, using your phone to record your videos is totally fine. And it's exactly what the majority of my videos were recorded on up until 2020. So if you're just looking for a simple budget-friendly setup, then be sure after you watch this to check out this video over here where I just kind of go over just a simple setup that you can use with your phone and keeping a couple other things in mind. I'll also link that down below in the description. And if you're wanting to kind of up your video game and do like a step up from using a phone and you're wanting to use a camera and just have some better equipment, then I'll also link to the video that I did last week in regards to my brand new YouTube setup. I'll link it up in the cards, but then I'll also link it down below in the description. Step number 5 is decide on your content plan. Now, I did create this video right here, how to create a content marketing plan for 2020, which is totally gonna be relevant even if you're watching it in 2025. So I will link that down below, but just in short, you just need to figure out like your upload schedule. So how many videos are you gonna do a week? And then from there, what days are you actually gonna upload? And the more that you can pinpoint this down, the more consistent you're going to be, and the more it's going to allow you to be accountable to make sure that you're actually uploading said videos. Stay top of mind and make it to where people aren't forgetting about you. I would recommend at least uploading 1 time a week. If you haven't already done it, step 6, create your YouTube channel. Now in this step, all you have to have is a Gmail account. It's free. And you just go to YouTube, sign in with that Gmail account, and follow the prompts like you would setting up any other social media account. Step 7 is to create your banner, your YouTube banner. This is one of the first things people see when they come to your channel, and you've got a couple of different options when it comes to creating your banner. So option number 1 is you can create it yourself using a website like Canva, and they do have a free plan and I'll link that down below if you aren't already using Canva. But it's honestly where most of my graphics are made, my YouTube thumbnails, my banners, all of that. And luckily I have a marketing bestie who's super good when it comes to creating graphics. She's actually the one who created the one for my channel, and she has agreed to create a YouTube tutorial showing you exactly how to create a really nice looking professional banner for your YouTube channel. And I will link that down below in the description, so be sure to check that out as well, because when it comes to your banner, if you're creating it by yourself, there's, you just want to make sure that you're using specific dimensions so that it looks good across all platforms, meaning on your cell phone, on a tablet, and on desktop. There's been times where I've looked at different channels on my phone, and because they don't have the dimensions right when they're creating it, the banner's cut off and you can't even read it. And to me, that just looks like it's just a little bit more unprofessional in my opinion. Now, option 2 is if you don't want to do it yourself, you don't feel like you're super creative, you don't want to watch Jen's video, then you can always hire this out. You can go to websites like Fiverr, Fiverr.com, which I'll link below. You can go to Upwork, but ask for referrals. If you know anybody else who's maybe great when it comes to graphic design, you can always hire somebody for relatively cheap to create it for you. Once you have all that done, then we move on to step 8, which is setting up the back end of your YouTube channel. This includes things like your YouTube description, which is in your about section. It also includes tags, your social links, and a few other things that you might want to have in place to make it easier just when you start uploading. And because I like you, and I'm definitely a show me, don't just tell me type of person, what we're going to do is switch gears, and I'm going to do just a back end look. I'm going to hop over on my laptop and show you where to change these, because when it comes to your settings, there's 2 different places right now that you have to go to change specific settings when it comes to setting up the back end. So let's go ahead and do that now. So once you have your channel set up, you are just going to come to your channel homepage, okay? And this is where we're going to do the first step. So all we're going to do is right under your banner, you're going to see where it says customize channel. Now, once you click on customize channel, you're going to see these different tabs across the top. So the first thing, just click on where it says about, and this is where you can edit your description, you can add an email address, and your social links, okay? So in order to actually edit these, if you hover over the section, you're going to notice the little pencil that's going to pop up. If you click on that pencil, this is what allows you to edit. Once you're done, just click done. Now, when it comes to your actual YouTube description, my recommendation here is to just go to other channels, look at other descriptions, and that can kind of get your creative juices flowing to where you can create your own. Mine is not super long. I just kind of give a detailed description on what people can expect from the channel when they land on it. And of course, I added my email address. You should have already set your location when you created your YouTube account. And then down here, if you hover over the pencil, this is where you can edit your social links. So if you want to have different social sites, whatever social media platforms you're on, or whether you want it linked, if you already have offers that you can drive traffic to, you can link it there. I have my main signature course linked. I've got Facebook, my actual website, Pinterest, and then a free resource. So you can have different links here. Once you're done with this, now we're gonna actually head on over and do the rest of the back-end setup. So if you just click in the upper right-hand corner, you're gonna click on Creator Studio. Now, once you're over here in the Creator Studio, you're gonna notice over here on the left-hand side, several different things. So you're just gonna scroll down and you're gonna click on where it says Settings. And this is what's gonna bring it up. And you can just scroll through each of these to go through all of the settings and set up your channel. So first is just, the currency. Of course, I have mine set to US dollar. Once you click on channel, this is where you actually can set up your different keywords or tags for your specific channel. So you can do some research there, add your keywords. You should have already set your country in the process. So the next thing is clicking on advanced settings up here at the top. And this is where you're gonna specify whether your channel is made for kids or whether it isn't. And I went ahead, and my channel obviously is not made for kids. So I just went ahead and set this up. And by doing this, it allows me to save a step whenever I'm uploading videos, like in the uploading process, because if you don't determine it here, every time you upload a video, as of right now, you're gonna have to click on whether yes, it's made for kids or whether it's not. So I just have mine set to save me an extra step. You can also click here whether you want your subscriber count displayed. So I have mine checked. And then I'm just gonna click on branding. Now this is where I have the watermark. So if you notice in the bottom right hand corner, there's that subscribe button right there where people can click on it and subscribe to my channel. I'm not really for sure because I didn't add this watermark until later on after I already had well over 1,000 subscribers. So I'm not really for sure. You can click on that, see if you can add the watermark. If not, let me know and I'll do some research and dig to find out if there are requirements to getting this unlocked on your channel. From there, you just click on upload defaults over here on the left hand side. This is where if you want something consistently in your title, you can have it there, saves you a step. Same thing for the YouTube description. And what I did as far as my YouTube description, just to give you just a little back end, behind the scenes look, I went to other channels and I kind of copied and pasted what other channels had just for inspiration to then go in and create my own YouTube description. So with me putting this in here, this is the main stuff that I want in every description of every YouTube video. And then whenever I am uploading a video in the process, I can go in and just add whatever extra stuff that I want to add to it. So you can add that there. This is the visibility. Obviously, you want to make it public unless you want all of your videos. I know some people will make it to where their videos are unlisted when they initially publish. I just have mine public. I do everything beforehand. Totally up to you. If you go into advanced settings here, I didn't really change anything. The only thing that I have is in the comment section. This is where you can change it to where I have mine defaulted at it holds potentially inappropriate comments for review. But if you click on this button, you can set it to where all comments are automatically approved and anybody can comment on your channel. You can hold all comments for review. You can disable comments if you want to. That's totally your choice. Once you're done and you've made any changes, just don't forget to click save in the bottom right hand corner. Now, when it comes to monetization, with you just starting your channel, you're not going to have to worry about this right now, because in order to get monetization, in order to be able to make money from your YouTube videos to where people can put ads on your videos, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours in a 12-month period. And therefore, this is not something that you're going to have to worry about right now. From there, if you just click on community, this is where you can add different moderators to your channel. You can have, this is where you can hide particular users. I only have one person actually blocked for my channel because they were super rude and inappropriate. You can add blocked words. If there are specific links you want blocked, this is where you're going to do all that is back in the Creator Studio. Once you're done with that, you just click save. Of course, I didn't make any changes, so I'm just going to click cancel. But with that being said, your channel is now set up. The back end of your channel is set up, and we can move on to the next step. Step number 9, record your first video. Now, when it comes to recording, what I do beforehand is I always outline my video. I don't know about you, I am definitely not a wing it type of person. I always like to be prepared. So you can outline however you want to. I will generally, you can do it on a piece of paper, or I will just jot it down. I use the Trello app. You could put it in the notes in your phone, and I just kind of have these to kind of guide me through just talking points so I don't forget anything. So before you record, you outline, and then you record. Try not to overthink this too much. Your first videos, your first several videos are going to be your worst videos. So the more you do, the more confidence you're gonna have, the more relaxed you're gonna be. And I'm here to tell you, talking to a camera, it's very unnatural and it takes some practice. But you'll be amazed how much better your videos are actually gonna get the more you do it. Take for instance, like here is a short little clip of one of the very first videos that I put up on my YouTube channel, and it's very embarrassing. I was listening to Diane Hockman, and she is just phenomenal. So I wanted to bring you guys those 2 tips that that she shared. The first is you don't got to get it right. You just got to get it going. You know, a lot of people, they struggle with, you know, just even getting started. They're scared. They have, you know, fear kicks in, and, you know, you're going to screw it up, because I often tell people, I've been in this industry for years, and I tell people all the time, if you want to know what not to do, just ask me, because chances are I've done it. I don't know why I haven't actually pulled that video down, but as you can see, my lighting was horrible, my angle was horrible, like just the whole thing wasn't great, but I did it. And now, years later, I'm way more comfortable. My videos are so much better than before. Same to you. So don't overthink it, just do it. Step number 10 is edit your video. Now, there's a couple of different ways that you can do this. Number one, you can keep it super simple, edit yourself using free software that you already have on your computer. I personally use a Mac. Absolutely huge Apple fan, and so I used iMovie, and I still, when I do basic editing, I still use iMovie. And I learned how to do it just by watching a tutorial on YouTube, and I'm almost positive like the kid who taught me was like 12. Second option is to hire it out, and it's something that I'm super thankful that I did. Definitely not in the beginning, but if you're somebody who maybe you're really crunched on time and you don't really feel like this is something that you want to do, but obviously it needs done, you can hire it out. There's a couple of different places that you can find people. The first is just ask for referrals. So if you know people who are doing videos, maybe they can connect you with their video editor. And because I like you, I'll also leave who my video editor is in the description below. Feel free to reach out. Right now I know that he has time to take on new clients, but eventually he may not. But I am super happy to share mine with you if you want to check him out. Now, another way, there's a couple of different websites. Number one is Fiverr.com or Upwork.com, and both of those will connect video editors to people who are looking to hire them. So that's also a direction that you can go. Moving on now to step 11, and that is the pre-work to uploading your video. The two most important, in my opinion, is the title and the thumbnail. And if I could go back to 2015 Sherri, I would just want to smack her around just a little bit. No, but seriously, your title and thumbnail, this is what's going to determine who is actually going to click on your video, or if they're gonna keep scrolling. So just a few quick little tips so this video isn't like super extremely long, and I will let you know that there are gonna be some videos uploaded in the future where I'm walking you through like my actual process, but a few quick tips is to just do some research. So find some channels of some influencers in your specific niche, in your specific industry that put out similar content. Go to their videos, look at their most viewed videos, and check out like their titles, their thumbnails. And I do this is what I do before I upload every video. It's just like a little secret tip or whatever that I use, because sometimes we're not like always on our creative game, and it can be kind of tough when you're just starting out. So don't be afraid to gather up a little swipe file. You can use headline generators, but the last tip that I'm going to give you here before we actually move on is to use different tools and software that's aimed specifically towards like YouTube and helping you come up with better titles and better thumbnails. So a couple of the tools that I actually use, which I'll link below, one is TubeBuddy. I use TubeBuddy, I use Keywords Everywhere, and I also use vidIQ. Now, what Keywords Everywhere does, and again, I'll create some more videos later on going a little bit more in depth on these topics, but it allows me, if I'm thinking about a specific title, I can put keywords on YouTube and also in Google, and it'll let me know how many people are actually searching for that keyword each month. Then the software like TubeBuddy and vidIQ helps me determine or come up with like different tags for my videos that I can use, and also help me figure out what keywords that I want to include with my title as well. But again, keep it simple and just keep studying, keep learning, keep testing and tweaking, because that's what it's all about when you're starting out, is testing and tweaking. That is the life of an entrepreneur. Step number 12 is to upload your video. Yay! Now, once you drag and drop the video to YouTube, it will walk you through the steps on actually uploading. I will add that there are a few things that you can do to optimize your video just to give it the best chance that it has at getting discovered and getting clicked on. And instead of mentioning all of that here, I created a super simple checklist, just a YouTube checklist. It's basic, it's a free PDF resource that I will leave below. So just look under the section that says free resources, and it's the YouTube checklist. You can download it, print it off. That way, when you go to upload, you'll have that list and you can tick off each box to make sure that you have everything set so your video is fully optimized. Step 13 is to promote your video. Now, this is where your work is not done just because you uploaded the video. So if you've got Whatever presence you have on whatever social media platforms, share it to those platforms, post it to your stories. You can, if you have an email list, email it to your list, and then later on, a lot of the times I'll go back and repurpose and reshare older videos that are really solid, that are very good. I'll go back and like reshare those later just to give them a boost and continue promoting them in the future. Before you run off and you start ticking off this list of 13 things that I've given you to do, I also want to leave you with the mindset of staying consistent and how important it is, and realizing that you are just one video away from your entire channel changing, from your business changing. And if you take Mr. Beast, for example, he actually uploaded consistently for 5 years before he ended up having a breakthrough video, and now he is one of the most popular YouTubers on the platform. So stay consistent, know that you're gonna get better with time, with practice. And with that being said, I also want to hear from you, because I know YouTube can be a little overwhelming, especially at first when you're totally new to video and YouTube. And as I'm gearing up to do more videos, just sharing just tips and insights and things that I've learned over the years, I would be happy to answer your questions. So let me know below what kind of videos you would like to see in the future. Now, with that being said, while you're waiting on the next video, you can check out these other videos that are somewhere around here, around where I'm talking. Hope you have the most productive day, the most productive week, and I'll see you back here next time for another video. Bye for now.